Hey, what is going on, everyone? We are back for another light version of the Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight. I can see the chat is lighting up. Everybody's really gone to the chat and really getting in there, digging in. No, actually, there's no chat whatsoever.
Excuse me, I thought I did. I said hello.
Hey, if you're out there, let us know. Put us, say hi to us in the chat. Let us know. Hello.
Guess who?
Yes. So let's go from the top. What do you say? Let's do a light version of the show. Let's do it.
Hey.
Welcome back to a light version of the Baseball Brew Crew podcast. We are keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Here is the lineup card for today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the gang is all here. This is incredible. Hitting first is our newest acquisition, the first international signing of the Baseball Brew Crew, and he is international again. So you're doubling down on the internationalists.
Yeah.
Live from Germany, it's a big hurt. Allan Jepsen, what time is it in Germany?
It is 3:03 a.m. and jet lag is kicking my ass.
So tell us really quickly, like, why Germany? Why now? What are you up to?
My wife and I typically go to the Vancouver Christmas market every year, and this year we decided to up the ante a little bit and head international and go to German Christmas markets, and we head to France in a couple days as well. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Love it. Well, thank you for being here. And even though you're jet lagged, we are so glad that you're gonna love this edition and I'm so glad you're here that you did not miss this one because I'm actually going to be following up on some stuff that we talked about last week. So I can't wait.
Nice.
Batting second is the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Kevin Lyon. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Monday night is now way better than ever was when you're watching Raw as a kid, because no one's watching Raw nowadays, are they? No one's watching that. Come on. The best way to spend a Monday is hanging out at the Baseball Brew Crew. Cheers, everybody out there in the Brewniverse.
Yes. What are you wearing and what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. So a coworker gave me this shirt. I do crafts. So there you go. That was a Christmas gift. So I figured with that, I'm going to wear the Las Cervezas de Durham, because
right.
Durham, North Carolina. And what am I drinking? One of Allan Jepsen's favorite breweries, Boomtown Brewery in beautiful Los Angeles, California. This is one of my favorites that they make. And a lot of it's because of the artwork. I know I had it on the show in the past, but this is called Chavez Ravine. Just admire that beautiful artwork of the Chavez. And this is an IPA. Let me see if I can find the stats here. It's not important. I think it's like a 7 or something like that. Where's those stats at? 6.5 hazy IPA. There's your haze. Because I must be in a haze because apparently I'm not a Dodger fan.
Well, that's okay.
Regardless of my fandom, I'm definitely a fan of this beer and Boomtown Brewery.
Absolutely. And you were actually featured in a Radiant post recently,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. That was this morning. I forgot they took my picture at that event. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. But you know what? Props to our friends at Radiant Beer Company, friends of the show. They made sure to at least at both of us, at me and at the Beer Baseball account on Instagram.
Yes.
So get the word out there, and apparently I went viral today. How about that?
I
have a virus. Obviously, I'm 500 years old. I always have a virus.
David, thank you for showing up tonight. We appreciate it. Yes, and you need that big button like Rick Martel. Yes, I am a model.
Yes. There you go.
Batting third and back in the seat is the Goodwill Ambassador, the Sultan of Swig at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Cowboy Jack Durango, also on location in Kansas City. How you doing, man?
Doing well, living the high life. Some people might say the low life, living the high life, but on the road, on assignment for the Baseball Brew Crew out here, rubbing shoulders and bumping elbows with some pretty big baseball bigwigs out in here in Kansas City. Not to brag, dude, no big deal. Only the finest accommodations for the Scout Daddy, the Arizona Meat Wagon. beast mode cowboy, Jack Durango. Welcome to the show.
Let him hear it. Yes.
So good. So good. And
It was worth waking up for.
Dragon, your humble host for the festivities tonight. I am sporting two very cool things. Two teams that do not exist anymore: the Lancaster Jethawks
Oh, wow. That's
and the Albuquerque Dukes, 1975, and that actually plays into something I'm going to talk about later. But
nice.
I don't know who that is. I want to say looks like Rick Monday, but I don't think that it is. It might.
He would have been in Major Leagues by then.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
75.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
hashtag of the research. Who was on the Albuquerque Dukes in 1975, right? Let's find
That's
out.
a very good question. And one of the cool things about Albuquerque when they were playing at that stadium, there's actually a volcanic rock in the right above the where the home runs are. And I don't think that they still play at that same stadium, but
No, the Ice Fields have a newer stadium.
yeah.
And I don't know because I'm assuming you got that from the store because the Albuquerque Dukes was a franchise for the Dodgers for decades.
That's
and
right.
somehow someone had the rights to the name and opened their own store exclusively selling Albuquerque Dukes merchandise. I know I have a shirt that I got from either you or Top Gun.
Yes, and actually, what I think that happened was they let the trademark expire, and someone swooped up and picked it up and started merchandising off of it. It's pretty cool.
That happened locally for anyone in the Los Angeles area who's old like me. If you remember the place called Noggles, Michael, did Noggles exist in Arizona?
Not in Arizona, but I knew of it. It was a California thing.
Yeah, it's literally a company that was the Mexican fast food place that got bought up by Del Taco. A dude saw it expired and recreated Noggles, recreated all the original recipes, and he has three successful locations here in Orange County. For those of you in LA, that's for you, some old school stuff there.
Absolutely. Well, December 9th, next Monday, it will be the 2024 Diamond Icons Awards. We are going to have a round robin tournament between 18 selected nominees. Those nominees are Billy Martin, Bullet Rogan, Kurt Flood, Dave Winfield, David Wells, Dick Allan, Earl Weaver, Eddie Goodell, Ichiro Suzuki, Morgana, Ozzie Smith, Rick Russell, Ricky Henderson, Robin Ventura, Raleigh Fingers, San Diego Chicken, Tommy Lasorda, and Wade Boggs. And we're going to put them in a tournament. We're going to have everybody here on our panel here, plus one surprise guest run in. And it's going to be a fun night. And it's for the last 4 years, or well, now it'll be the 4 years that we've done this. It's always been a good time. I'm so glad that we knocked it down to 18 because I think that we had 32 or.
Oh yeah, it's 32.
Yeah,
it's rough.
It was rough.
It took us a long time.
Yeah, so we're gonna
that randomizer is not going to be fun. That's the least favorite thing is our randomizer when we make those brackets.
Yes,
so Big Hurt, that's what I was just going to tell you, man. I know this is your first live Diamond Icons as our first international signing. But what makes this so difficult and so challenging is you might have a few favorites going into it, but the matchups that you come up against, you have to say no to your favorite player sometimes, and it hurts.
Yeah,
this is a crazy night.
Let me put Jack on the spot. Jack, first round, Morgana versus Tommy Lasorda. What happens?
I got no answer for you, man.
Exactly. See? That's not what I'm saying. I some easy choices out there. Like I said, the San Diego Chicken, anybody, and you'll pick the other person, I'm sure.
Yes.
But, there's some crazy choices out there.
In this game, you got to be a practice zero and a showtime hero, man. It's got to be all game time decisions. Nothing but on the field calls. It's going to be a wild night.
Yeah, and you also have to be in the majority as well. So 3 versus 2. I mean, it's like your favorites could get knocked out, and you don't even you voted for them. So it's going to be rough. So we're looking forward to it. That is next Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific. So definitely join us for that. All right.
Michael Mondragon. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
tell you, not much notable about the 75 Albuquerque Dukes. I don't think you and I are going to be the only people to know a couple of these guys. The only names I recognize on this roster are Ivan De Jesus, Jerry Royster is the most famous one I saw. A guy named Joe Simpson rings a bell. And actually, this is probably the most famous one, but not for him on the field. Him as a manager, Charlie Manuel.
Oh, interesting.
Those
Okay.
are the only guys I recognize on this list. And this is AAA, so maybe a couple of the other guys made it, but maybe just for a cup of coffee, you know?
Yeah. I think Charlie Manuel, he was the manager of the Phillies that won the World Series like in 2008, 9, somewhere around there.
I believe
Beat
you're
the Rockies,
you are
right?
correct, sir. Hashtag do more research. I just
Exactly.
want to throw that out there. I don't know why maybe it's the first year they were the Dukes, and that's why it said 75. I don't know I didn't do that.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good thing to look
We'll
up.
do more research while you get started.
Yes. All right. So last week for our Diamond Icons, we talked about each of us talked about 3 that did not make the cut, and we had a lot of fun with that. Unfortunately, Cowboy Jack Durango couldn't be with us. But Cowboy Jack, do you have your 3 for us this week?
Ready to roll, brother. Ready to roll.
Right. How about we start with now you're going to notice a theme here. We're going to start with this very colorful name, Johnny Dickshot, outfielder. Please tell us about this man.
Johnny Dickshot. Johnny Dickshot had one of the most unforgettable names in baseball history, and he made sure his performance on the field was just as hard to forget. Dickshot came to the majors swinging in 1936 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. While his looks might have been debated, his ability to make solid contact with balls was undeniable. Johnny Dickshot could really smack it when it counted, boys. After bouncing between the Pirates and the New York Giants, Dickshot found his stride with the Chicago White Sox in the mid-40s. During his peak in 1945, Dickshot exploded with a .302 batting average, proving that when it came to swinging the lumber, he was as dependable as they came. He wasn't afraid to poke one into the gaps, leaving outfielders scrambling to keep up with his strokes. Dickshot's fiery attitude made him a favorite among his teammates. He played like a man on a mission, diving for the balls, hustling around the bases, and always keeping his opponents on edge. Whether it was at the plate or in the outfield, Dickshot was determined to leave his mark, because when you're born with a name like Johnny Dickshot, you've got to play hard. While he only spent 6 seasons in the majors, Dickshot may not have been a Hall of Famer, but he'll always be remembered as a player who gave it his all and proved that the only thing more impressive than his name was his game. Cheers to Johnny Dickshot.
I can't believe we have 2 more to go. And
I know Jack would have shown us all up last week, potentially.
we would definitely have to step aside.
They don't call me Big Match Jack for no reason, boys.
There's a lot of things they call you. I have a whole list of them.
Well, I think that when I was doing the research on this myself, I think they called him like the ugliest player in baseball or something to that
Ugliest
effect.
player in baseball. His nickname was Ugly Johnny.
Oh.
And he no-sold it his entire career. He just embraced the nickname.
And looking at him on the left there, I mean, he doesn't look that bad. And
Listen,
right.
Not a bad-looking guy, dude. I've been in some lucha libre locker rooms.
Yep.
Dickshot's not ugly. Not a bad-looking Dickshot.
Oh, so good. So good. So again, these are the ones that didn't make it, but it could be.
Who knows? You never know.
Ballot, maybe next year.
We might have a Johnny. We might have a renaissance of Dickshot here. Who knows?
Yeah. Hello, Adam.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. All right, Jack. Going from I don't even know how to make these transitions. So going from Johnny Dickshot, we're gonna follow that up with Pete Lecoq.
Yes. Sorry.
Pete Lecoq stepped up to the plate in the early 1970s, ready to make his mark on the Major League Baseball. Drafted by the Chicago Cubs, he brought a big presence to the field, both literally and figuratively. Fans couldn't help but laugh when his name was announced but Pete wasn't shy about his name. No, he embraced Lecoq with a firm grip, never shrinking away from the spotlight. With the Cubs, Lecoq got plenty of play, but his career batting average of only a .257 suggested he didn't always rise to the occasion. Still, his teammates admired his stamina. Pete wasn't there for a quick hit. He was in it for the long game. In 1977, Pete joined the Kansas City Royals, where he truly began to stiffen up the competition. Perhaps his most memorable moment when he came easy for me to say, perhaps his most memorable moment came when he took on legendary pitcher Bob Gibson in Gibson's final MLB appearance. Pete smacked a grand slam, proving that when the pressure mounted, he could deliver a satisfying finish. Years later, during an old-timers game, Lecoq faced down Gibson one more time. Gibson didn't give up a grand slam. No. In Nolan Ryan fashion, he beamed poor Lecoq. It was all in good fun, and in the end, Bob Gibson loved Lecoq. Although his MLB career lasted only 8 seasons, Lecoq remained a crowd favorite. Simply stated, baseball fans can't get enough of Lecoq. Cheers. Cheers.
Viva Lecoq.
So, Kevin, do you have a follow-up? I'm sure.
I mean, the only thing I could say is if people want to know more, I'll have to find the archives. Maybe we can pin it. We do a deeper dive on the Pete Lecoq versus Bob Gibson situation that was referred there. It is apparently considered an urban legend, too. There's people saying that did not happen. But you know what? Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. All right? That's what it comes down to. And also, I want to give a rest in power to Pete Lecoq's father, who passed away recently. There, I knew you knew I was going to go to this. Legendary game show host of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall. Obviously, he had to change his last name because, he wanted to make it in Hollywood. Pete Lecoq isn't probably going to be lighting up many marquees. Well, maybe in Times Square in the Grindhouse days back in the 70s. But, I don't know about, maybe the Pussycat Theater in Hollywood, potentially, back when that was around.
Yeah, and the story that I have about Pete Lecoq, I actually met him at Sloan Park. It was actually the first time I ever went there for a spring training game. And Fergie Jenkins was there. Bill Buckner was there. And they were signing in this area, and it was for, I think it's Fergie Jenkins, his charity. Mm-hmm. And so it was a huge fundraiser. And I ran right past both of them. You
want the cock. You wanted the cock. That's what it comes down to.
I did not walk. I ran to Pete Lecoq, and I talked to him about Peter Marshall.
Did you kneel down to talk to him?
I
kneel down to talk to Lecoq?
Of Pete.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
Right.
And again, the jokes write themselves, but it was he was actually a really sweet guy and really nice. And his father was, I think he died shortly after that, but
he only died recently. He only died in the last 6 months to a year.
Oh, I thought it was
pretty recent. I'll hashtag do the research one more time. I'm actually living up to my time. If the senior research has to look up a senior citizen, I mean, this is the perfect thing for me to do, Yeah, I want to say he even died this year, but let me look just to confirm this. He died August of this year.
No, wow.
He was 98 years old.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else then.
No, Peter Marshall I think he died recently. Yeah, August 15th, he passed away in 98.
Okay.
Ralph Pierre Lecoq, aka Peter Marshall.
There you go. And that's how we kind of knew who he was. That he had a different name and had a famous.
And Michael was nice enough to give me. I have an autograph of Pete Lecoq. I think it's that photo actually on the right. The black and white photo. I think that's why I have this autographed. And I have a Cubs book you gave me too. Of course, many books on my shelf that's never going to get read. Apparently, sorry.
Allan, have you heard of the great Pete Lecoq?
Unfortunately, I have not, but I would like people to start bringing back the t-shirts
Allan,
in the previous.
You're gonna love Lecoq.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, look at that. He is Viva Lecoq. That's so good.
I want people to start bringing these shirts back.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, Super 70s Sports actually had that Pete Lecoq as number 1.
Oh, that's so
I had that shirt.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Yes. Okay, Jack.
There's a lot. Who could possibly follow? Who could follow Lecoq?
Who is next in this weenie roast? It is Dick Pole.
Oh, sorry. Why am I laughing?
Dick Pole just didn't bring a memorable name to the diamond. He brought a steady presence to the mound and later a sharp baseball mind to coaching. Dick Pole started his career as a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox in the early 1970s, and Dick Pole had no trouble standing tall in the spotlight. His name may have turned heads, but it was his performance on the field that kept the fans engaged. Dick Pole was a workhorse, bringing heat and a commanding presence to every game. While he didn't rack up huge numbers, posting a 25-37 career record, he knew how to stay firm under pressure, a valuable lesson for any rotation. In 1975, he played a key role in helping the Red Sox reach the postseason, though a freak injury during a game nearly sidelined Dick Pole forever. True to his grit, Dick Pole bounced back, joining the Seattle Mariners to finish his playing days in the late 1970s. But Dick Pole's story doesn't end there. After hanging up the cleats, he pivoted to coaching, where he truly shined. As a pitching coach for the teams like the Cubs and the Reds, Dick Pole helped shape the careers of many young arms, proving he had the wisdom to match his name's unforgettable status. Through it all, Dick Pole carried himself with humor and humility. He embraced the jokes with a smile, never letting them overshadow his dedication to the game. His name may have been the punchline, but his career was no joke. Dick Pole is a player and a coach who stood the test of time. Cheers, Dick Pole.
Yes.
Nice. I love it. And he played for the Portland Beavers, which is
yeah. Jokes write themselves.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So I know, Allan, I mean, this is the one thing that I love about this show is this the education. Kevin, you know of Dick Pole, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of him.
Kevin's a big fan of Dick Pole. He is.
Yeah, I like Dick Pole. You know,
the thing that's so great about this show is just educating the youth about all these great players from the past. And this guy, I mean, again, the name just stands out when you're going through your baseball cards. You're like, what the heck? And this has to
and hey, you know what? A man I talked about last week was a teammate of Dick Pole in 1975. They were on the same Red Sox team. Fred Lynn, friend of the show, Fred Lynn.
That's right.
Yeah, I give some props to that Red Sox team. And Al, is that a Red Sox cap you're wearing too?
Yeah, it is It is what I've dubbed my Christmas hat. I'm guessing it's a St. Patty's Day Boston hat, but it's my Christmas hat, so that's what it is.
That's perfect. Love it. Well, Jack, of course, we knew that we couldn't let you get too far without doing these. Thank you so much for that. Those were amazing. Totally amazing. So I don't know if you saw last week's show, but we talked about this man, which is Mark Lemongello. So I didn't have the time to pull together some of the things about it, but long story short, Mark Lemongello did not play very long for the Astros. I think he played for the Royals as well, or the Blue Jays. And he was a fiery pitcher. And so I wanted to show you Mark Lemongello in action so you can get a little bit of how fiery he actually was.
3-2. That's a ball. The play at third. Everybody moves up. It was ball 4 anyway. There was a walk to Climbs. And the pitch pitcher has just been thrown out of the ball game. The pitcher has just been thrown out of the ball game. Dutch Leonard has just thrown Lamongello out of the game for his remark regarding ball 4. Mark Lamongello being pushed away now by Bill Burton, his manager, and also by his catcher, Baldwin. He wants to attack Reddit, it looks like. He's really upset. Kid, Mark Lamongello. Ooh, look at the show he's putting on.
Brilliant. Masterpiece.
So
Limongello rules, dude.
So I guess that like even if he was pulled, he would go through that same routine and like beat up stuff in the dugout, and he was known for just his fiery temper. Well, again, on the back of his card, he's a cousin of Mike Lemongello, a professional bowler, and Peter Lemongello, professional singer. Now, I would like to show you a video of Peter Lemongello. And when this was 1975, this is 76. And if you ever want to know what it was like for me as a 6-year-old in 1976, this is the epitome of everything mid-70s.
You are about to witness a new dimension in entertainment. Peter Lemongello.
Oh, I could have been a million things.
Peter Lemongello, a mood rock experience called Love 76. Yes, Peter Lemongello has created a new kind of music that's both romantic and moving. Just listen.
Come closer, baby. My imagination.
In this 2-album package, Love 76, you'll experience all the warmth and tenderness living in the heart of Peter Lemongello, plus the excitement that is Peter Lemongello on stage.
But I can't get you off my mind. No matter what I do, I just can't get you off my mind. No matter how I try, I just can't. Do I love you? Don't you know by now? Do I love you? Must I show you how? Do I love you? Must
When you hear Love 76, you'll fall in love with mood rock and a man named Peter Lemongello. Hear him every day. Here's how. To order Love 76, call 586-7700. That's 586-7700. Or save COD charges and send $6.98 for records or $8.98 for 8-track tape to Love 76, Box R7, Gracie Station, New York, New York, 128.
Okay. By the way, I said money back guarantee on there. Okay, so Peter Lemongello, right? Okay, so if this card was 79, and then so that was 76.
Mm-hmm.
So not soon after this, Mark and another baseball player kidnapped both Mike and Peter. And yes, so again, it's on the back of the card. They did all this stuff. And it's I just wanted to show you that because I was like, when I went down this rabbit hole of who these players were, and I was like, this is unbelievable. Kevin, have you ever seen it? Wait,
No.
That is from Peter Lemongello's YouTube channel, which I believe has 32 subscribers.
Well, I'm about to make it 33. Is that officially his? Is that officially him? Peter, he's still alive?
And so he is, and again,
Awesome.
I'm fascinated. I need to know more about this.
I got
all this
I
story.
can't write this fast enough. Peter Limongello. Heck yeah. Subscribe. Boom. It says a topic, so who knows it's actually him, but
But when I saw that, I was like,
the first thing that comes up before that is oh my god. So two things I might have to bring up. The first thing comes in says Joey Diaz on the world's best scam artist, Peter Limongello. Apparently, that's the first video you can find. I
okay,
scroll down too, and I see an American Idol audition for 2019 of Peter Limongello Jr.
wow,
So
legacy.
there's him on the Today Show. Oh my goodness, there's some good. I can't wait. There's some good stuff here to watch. Apparently, Joey Diaz is ripping into Peter Limongello. All
That's
right.
amazing. Okay, so it's a big sorted pass. We got to do more deep dive on
Well,
this.
you might have to Cowboy Jack, Durango, and Kevin Lyon may have to
Yes.
do a hazy on this. And Jack, I think it's time for you to upgrade your studio. I think you have to have Durango and lights like Limongello.
Yes.
I think you
Yes.
absolutely need that.
It was so Boogie Nights. So I love
Very,
it.
absolutely.
It was beautiful. It was brilliant.
And by the way, that is exactly the way it was in 1976. And I'll even prove it because you saw that kind of silhouette with the woman. So this is Telly Savalas.
Oh my
Exactly.
God. Yeah, there you go.
This was like a popular thing, and this is Telly Savalas singing "If" by the band Bread. He's just talking through it, almost like the William Shatner one, where he was talking through like, oh my god, like the 70s was like either the worst or the best if you the way you looked at it.
The greatest.
The 1870s. I love the 1870s. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Dude,
Kevin,
you're the shop owner from the Stephen King novel Needful Things, dude.
I'll have to do the research.
Yeah.
You know,
I have a lot of research to do after this show ends.
you told me you were going to kick that dysentery, and you did.
Yeah, finally. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how. Millions of kids died playing that game, and I survived it. Of course I did.
Well, since we have a little bit more time, how about we play a little Immaculate Grid? Yes. So I know this is why you're up at 3 a.m. So let me share my screen real quick. Let me get this. There we go.
Well, it's funny. I just got a message from the wife who's in the room, and she's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, don't worry about it.
You kayfabe this? That's fantastic. You kayfabe it.
That's too funny.
I told her it was at 5 because I missed her at the time.
Oh,
so.
Gotcha. Oh, all right.
Is she at another drinking establishment, or is she in a room when I go?
No, she's in the room.
Oh, got it.
We had a few blue vines and kolsch's yesterday, I guess. And glue beer. Did you know there's such a thing? Glue beer?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. So
what does that consist of?
It's basically it's like hot malt beer.
Oh,
Ew.
I never heard of this thing. Wow.
Yeah, I was a little bit like we've been drinking a lot of glue vine, and I've been drinking a lot of kolsch's, and the glue beer was actually pretty good.
Okay. Is it like a milkshake IPA? Is that like that, or is it different?
It's like a dark beer, but it's like kind of got like some of the mold seasoning for like mulled wine seasoning kind of in it. So yeah.
Well, you
It'll
definitely
be
are adventurous.
Yeah. saw it, had to try it. So
Sure, that's amazing. Okay, so Jack, do you want to take any stabs at?
I do actually.
Okay.
All right.
And prepare the buzzer, but a Detroit Tiger that had a 300 plus average season. I'm going to take a shot at Ty Cobb.
Jack, can I help? Can I give you an even better one to use? You could even use it for 200 hits and 300 average. Which would you rather use it for?
300 average.
Okay.
That's the one I claimed.
Okay. I was just throw another one out there. Good job. To Ty Cobb.
Right here. There we go.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty safe bet.
13. Actually, that's lower than I expected.
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to be the number one?
It's Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera is going to be the number one choice.
Guys,
Yes,
not bad. Not friggin'
Yeah, no, not bad at all.
Very good.
Because that was the first person I thought of for 200 hits and 300 average. So I was like, all right, well, now I got to.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about that.
I tried to tell you, but that's okay.
Well, no, but it's because the Detroit Tigers, man. It just.
Yeah, I know. It's all right.
No, you did great.
I'm hazy, brother. I'm hazy. Kizzle fizzle.
You got it.
Allan, you want to go next?
Let's go Astros and Cleveland. We'll go Michael Brantley.
Nice. Astros. There you go.
That's a great one. Oop. Michael Brantley.
Nice.
Actually, he's a very solid fantasy pick up until like last year or so. He's actually really good. I was one of my secret weapons. 32.
Wow. I didn't think it'd be that high, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay. That's okay. That works. Kevin, do you want to go next?
Sure. That 200 hits is deceivingly hard, by the way. That's why I don't even want to touch any of those till I absolutely have to.
It is hard, actually.
I have a shot in the dark on that one, but I'll wait till.
Good. Michael, you want me to give you I'm good at cutting deep. You want me to give you a good deep cut?
Sure, of course.
Let's do the Astros and the Dodgers. Enos Cabell.
That is fantastic.
I knew you'd appreciate that one.
Actually, I thought he was he in that video, that Peter Limongello video?
He might have been. I couldn't tell if that was him or Bob Watson.
Yeah,
I was like going, who is that gentleman?
I think he was at third on that one. Enos Cabell is fantastic. 2%. That is
good.
Awesome. Okay, where am I gonna go on this one? Man, I have one for that one too. It's probably really easy. But
200 hits is
200 hits is very difficult.
Like the last time I had those at Dodgers, I had like 4 Dodgers and I didn't get any of them right. Yeah, I was like, it's way harder than you think.
Yeah, and this one right here, I mean, there's an obvious one, Kirk Gibson, but I was trying to.
I try to forget him. I should embrace him now because
Ooh, I think that. Okay, tell me if I'm right on this one. I think that I might be.
Okay.
Brad Penny. I think he played for Detroit.
Sure.
This is a super deep cut. That's fine.
I don't know for sure on that one. I can't help you on that one.
I think that he did.
I remember being a Marlin and a Dodger, but I don't know about a Tiger.
I want to say he was in a Tiger.
I thought of a pretty easy one for Cleveland and Detroit, but I'll wait on that. Hall of Famer.
That was my next one. Oh, mine was not a Hall of Famer for that one.
A controversial Hall of Famer. So your pick might be better than what I'm thinking. So what are you going to do, Michael?
I'm going to go with
shoot the shot.
We ain't got all night, pal.
300 average season for the Astros.
Okay.
There's a low hang.
I mean, come on, you got.
Okay,
I'm thinking someone who had one good year. You're gonna go Joe Morgan, probably. Joe Morgan might have 300.
Exactly who I was gonna go with.
But did he hit 300 for the Colt 45s? It's possible he might not have
because he has to play for the. He had to hit 300 for them, right?
I believe so. Yes, I believe that's the gimmick.
Let's see.
You gonna try him? I mean, you take a shot. It's fine. I'm just throwing out there. I don't know how successful he was with that.
Paired with the team does not need to be in the same season.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
So in a non-team category. Oh, I see. In a non-team categories, but he is with the team, so that would definitely.
So he'd have to be on the Colt 45s that he had 300.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I don't know for sure on that. I'm just speculating.
Oh, let's see here. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just wondering. I didn't know for sure because that's a pretty fun choice. Because people don't remember him being on there.
Nope, I was wrong. Grr.
Darn it.
Watch Brad Penny be on that one. I know you.
You can do it next turn. It's all right. All right, Jack. What do you got?
So I want to go with Cleveland and 200 hits per season.
I can't wait for your answer.
But because it's the most obvious answer, I want to let one of you guys go first, and then I'll tell you my answer.
Okay.
Well, it's obviously Willie Mays Hayes.
That was stolen bases, Kevin.
Oh, sorry. He had
Listen,
200 stolen
dude,
bases in his season.
Kevin, when it comes to baseball, dude, can you just let me do my thing and you stay in your lane? All right.
All right.
When it comes to the Cleveland Indians, bro. All right.
All right. The Guardians, sir. I still say Indians all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, Guardians. I'm never gonna get that right.
So you guys hit the official answer, and then I'll follow up with mine.
So, I mean, 200.
On Cleveland?
Eddie Murray?
No, not with Cleveland.
Kenny Lofton?
That's the only one I could think of is Kenny Lofton.
Alan, who do you got?
You have to be with Cleveland because Paul Malter might have got 200 hits in a season, but not with Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was my guess. 200 hits and 300 average. Paul Malter was going to be my guess.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's good too. Wade Boggs, I think, finished with a 300 average too. Wade Boggs is going to be good for 300 average. And
What about Jose Ramirez? That's modern right there.
I don't know if he's more of a power hitter though. I'm trying to think back to like younger.
Stephen Kwan might. Yeah,
he was hurt part of this season, so I don't think.
Yeah, he had a great season, right?
I'm trying to think who was on the Indians way back.
200 hits is very difficult. Like
you don't realize how hard it is. You actually think it'll actually. Oh gosh, Kenny Lofton might be the answer. I don't know for sure. That's the only person I can think of. That's who Jack was gonna. Jack's waiting for us and tell us, guys. Duh, of course it's Kenny Lofton.
So we'll try Kenny Lofton. Who is your pick for that one?
From Cleveland Indians fame, Pedro Serrano. Got a little bit of help from Grogu at the beginning, but
I was
really
close.
That is amazing.
Marty, you got me. Pedro Serrano. How do you spell that? Serrano. That's a separate. I was like, whoa, that's.
I believe it's
That's amazing.
It's being brushed over by baseball historians. So
that's too bad.
Julio Franco.
Ooh, I have a fun one to try for when we get to me. I have a fun one to try for 300 average and 200 hits. I'm going to go way outside the box.
Do we go Kenny Lofton in this one?
I guess so. I can't think of anybody else. I don't even know if he did it, but you could try it.
He might not have.
I have no idea. It's going to be a high percentage. Anyway.
41.
Yeah, 41. I think it's going to be high.
Okay. Allan.
Let's go Cleveland, Detroit, and Matthew Boyd.
Ah,
Who recently just signed with the Cubs.
That's right. Matthew Boyd. 9%. Wow, that is way lower than I expected. That's okay. Kevin?
Do you want me to test the recent baseball stats history changes? Because for fun, I almost want to say 300 average and 200 hits. I want to try like a Josh Gibson or something like that, just to see if it includes a Nigga League stats. I don't know if that's actually I don't know how many hits he had, but he had the highest average of all time. So I'm like, he had 200 hits in a season. You want to try Josh Gibson and see if that comes up?
Yep. Let's try it.
Just for fun? Let's try it. I wanted to see if it actually comes up.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. He didn't have 200 hits in a season. They must have played less games. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh well.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun to just try it, see what happens.
I'm going Brad Penny here. If we're
okay. Yeah, do it. You might as well. We've already all missed one anyway at this point.
0.5.
Wow. Look at you.
Good one.
You won. You got the best percentage there.
If I would have done,
you got the lowest percentage. That's how you win. The lowest percentage wins.
Game's not over. Game's not over, dude. Don't count
you're
me
up,
up,
Jack. Yeah, Jack, you got this.
Oof. No, that's not a good idea, bro.
Name an Astro.
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, there you go.
Lemon Jello.
Average. Oh yes. Just please. Come on, please. Please. Ah, so close.
It was worth it.
Well done. Well done.
Craig
I can't
Biggio
believe there's
for
18 players.
Biggio, that's what I was going to say.
Wait,
And
scroll up.
Ebro was going to be my.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Did I just knock us out of the grid?
No, that's all right. I already missed one anyway.
no,
Why would you-
Paul Molitor.
I
Why would
missed
you
one
let me
too.
do that?
Victor Martinez is one I would not have said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Brantley was the highest one.
Yeah. Wow. I can't
Most
think of anybody else.
popular-
Now, you know what's crazy? Michael, if you scroll up, if you look, there's more eight Guardians than Dodgers with 200 hit seasons. How about that?
That's
That's
incredible.
I'll tell you how
yeah.
hard that category was.
Yeah.
You know. And Kenny Lofton, there you go, the number one answer. And Freddie Freeman, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking current. I always think back in my days, baseball didn't exist back in my young days, but
Well, like Steve Garvey, did he have 200 hits?
No, he didn't. Because I've never tried Steve Garvey and it was wrong.
Okay.
I tried him. I tried Duke Snyder. And you can look at the list. You scroll down a little bit. You can click on that list and see who it is. Because you scroll down, they'll show you the 15 names if you click on it. I'm like, these are going to be like, let me see. Can I even name one?
Let me switch.
Oh, you have to switch it out. Okay.
Yep, switch screens.
All right. Oh, good. I was just wondering.
Here we go. Yeah, he did have 200 hits.
Who? Oh, Scarvy did?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Is
thought
it
I
not showing?
tried
Oh, it's not
Garvey.
showing. It's not showing.
No, you're not showing it. I tried Garvey. I thought I tried Garvey, so apparently I was wrong. All right. Oh, well.
Yeah. Tommy
Adrian
Davis.
Beltre?
Yeah, Piazza,
All
Sachs.
My bad.
I would have not.
Oh,
have gotten
God. Garvey
him.
did like 3-4 times. I must have just, I don't know. I'm just old. I forget things.
And Willie Keeler.
We really came out, baby. Zach Wheat. I gotta forget Zach
Yeah.
Wheat. Babe
Babe
Herman. There you go.
Lefty
old
O'Doul.
duel. Nice.
That's right.
There you go.
The
The inventor of the old duels, non-alcoholic beer, by the way. Obviously. Obviously.
Awesome. Well, it is a light version. And Cowboy Jack, what time is it there in Kansas City?
It's only 8:49 in the PM.
That's right. It's only an hour ahead of Phoenix here, right? Oh, there you go. And the Big Hurt is ready. So where do you go from here, Allan? I mean, do you go to sleep or do you go get breakfast? While I go.
I might try and go back to sleep for an hour. We got an early train to Munich this morning, so that's the plan for the day.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. And Kevin, what are you? You're up all night. You're up all night.
I sleep is for losers.
like Richard Ramirez, you stalk the night, sir. In more ways than one.
Yeah.
Like Corey Hart, not the baseball outfielder.
My sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
I don't have my sunglasses. Darn it. Jack's wearing his sunglasses at night. It's fine.
Well, join us next Monday, December 9th, 6 p.m. Pacific for the 2024 Diamond Icon Awards. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be dressed to the nines. We're going to be having a lot of fun. And
so we're going to be nude.
Wear your birthday suit.
All right.
Yeah,
I got a show. All right.
Kevin, don't listen to this.
Oh.
Don't wear your birthday suits. Wear clothes, guys.
Sorry, my monitor went out. Did I miss anything? Couldn't hear you.
Hey, here's where we are on all the socials. We're on X. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Guys, any plugs that you want to do besides the Diamond Icons?
I think everyone needs to tune in to Allan Jepsen. I'm sorry, which way is he? That way. Whatever way he is. I can't even point the right way. He is on excursion. He's a young lion on excursion. This is when he comes back, he's going to find a new hold to bring back to the Baseball Brew Crew. So be ready for what he's going to have for us. In addition to just the Diamond Icon show next week. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us, Allan.
Yeah,
it's been a good trip so far. It's only been a couple days, but yeah, we got a few more to go. So I'm looking forward to it.
We look forward to see what you're up to.
And we'll definitely post your pictures. You've been sending us pictures from there, and and so many cool places and so many great beers. And another, what was a Brew Dog, Kevin?
He went to Brew Dog in Amsterdam.
That's amazing.
You and I went to one in Las Vegas, and I went to multiple ones in London. So there we go. An international brand, much like, apparently we're an international brand, obviously. At this point.
The funny story about Brew Dog is my wife and I always had a rule that we wouldn't go to a Brew Dog location until we went to the original one in Scotland to unlock it. But we didn't have much time, and I wanted some food and beer, so we ended up at one in Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
We broke the rule.
It's a weird brand. I didn't realize they're originally from Scotland because, like I said, London, Las Vegas, like Columbus, Ohio, something weird like that. Like that's where they make it in America. And their American brands are actually like a stronger percentage than in Europe. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, super, super cool. For Cowboy Jack Durango, for the Big Hurt Allan Jepsen, for Kevin Lyon, I'm Michael Mondragon, and we will see you next week for the 2024 Diamond Icons Awards. Please join us, tell your friends, and if you love beer with your baseball, we're the Baseball Brew Crew. Take care. We'll see you next week.